Here comes Jalen Mobley. Dogs down 5-2, 3.5 to play in a quick-moving opening quarter. Andre Clark is a senior Bulldog handling the basketball. Still working it, fires it off left side of Mobley. Mobley's a junior, Usher's a senior. Meadows with the ball, he's a junior. Morgan is a sophomore. Clark with the basketball, doesn't shoot a lot, fires it over to Mobley, penetrates down the baseline, fires it up on the run and scores. Jalen Mobley with his first two. Bulldogs down by one, 5-4, 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Dishing to Conaway, running the point, takes it across the timeline. Guarded by Lewis. Now he'll pass it to Chansey. Back to Bethea. He throws a bad pass, intercepted by Keyshawn Morgan. He goes to the line, to the lane, lost the ball, dumps it off to Usher as he got it back, and Usher scores, and he's fouled. Usher seeking a three-point play in his fifth point of this opening quarter, with the Bulldogs now trailing 7-6. And Pierce County will make a change in its lineup as DeMarcus Folsom will enter. Usher to the stripe wearing a knee brace. He had tweaked his knee in practice. They were kind of worried that he may have hurt it worse. Had the MRI and the result was okay. So he's playing again and he hits a free shot. So the Bulldogs have come back to tie the game at 7-all. Minute 53 to go in the opening quarter. Ziggy Scheider puts the ball on the floor, but he's cut off by Jalen Mobley. Now he passes to the new guy in the ball game, Folsom. Now back out top to Conaway, guarded by Lewis. Now a double team as Mobley comes over. Mobley will switch off on Scheider, who penetrates, kicks it off right wing. Long shot by Folsom. A three ball won't go. Rebound tapped around into the corner and grabbed by Scheider. He throws a bad pass. Keyshawn Morgan knocks it free. Saves it to Meadows, who scores. Nice play by Keyshawn Morgan. Knocking the ball away, saving it over on the baseline near the corner, and then passing it to a cutting D.R. Meadows, who scores his first two of the ball game. The Bulldogs have their first lead at 9-7. We got a timeout, a minute 19 to go in the opening quarter as we break on Y101. Bulldogs will throw it in on the left side, leading 15-8 with 6:24 to go. There's a pass to D.R. Meadows. He drives to the hoop, puts it up and in. D.R. with his second bucket, now has four. Bulldogs leading 17-8, their largest advantage of the ball game. Scheider stepped out of bounds, catching a ball on the sideline. So the Bulldogs get it back and a chance to take a double-digit lead as the Dogs are trying to win their first game of the season and open up sub-region play with a big victory over the Bears. Well, they've had a hard time beating in football and baseball. Although in baseball they went 9 innings and lost a tough one. Usher passing to D.R. Meadows, the shortstop and point guard. Now Mobley penetrates, puts it up in the lane. The 13-footer bounces in. Inbound, no backcourt pressure from Pierce County. Dogs leading 21-8. And the freshman Tyrese Lewis running the point at the moment, passing to D.R. Meadows. Meadows left wing, fires it to Gonza Blunt between the circles. Now to Jalen Mobley, throws it underneath to Meadows, puts it up, off balance and in. Tough shot, kind of following away. Right of the lane, and it drops. Bulldogs lead by 15 at 23-8. DR was 6, averaging 20 per ball game. Chansey penetrating. We got a whistle, bump, and a foul against the Dogs. Andre Clark, the Bulldogs by 13. Mobley for three in the air, swish. That's what he does best. That's the Bulldogs' first three of the ball game. They lead by 16, their biggest advantage. With the ball at the moment is Chansey dribbling, nowhere to go, so he'll pass it. Conaway to Bethea, long three in the air off the side of the iron, and the rebound Andre Clark and the Bulldogs. Andre sends to Mobley, he'll shoot another three in the air, it's good. Jalen Mobley with back-to-back threes, so the Bulldogs have opened up a big lead at 29-10. They're playing their best basketball of the season, hitting shots, hitting two-pointers, three-pointers, and free throws, and they lead 29-10 with 3:10 to go in the second quarter as we break on Y101. Ended up turning the ball over. Mobley outside the three-ball line, penetrates, dishes it back to Clark. Bulldogs by 17. Clark goes to the hoop, puts it up off glass and good. Andre with his first two, and the Bulldogs have the 19-point lead again at 31-12. Keyshawn with the ball. Minute 16 to go. Keyshawn penetrating, puts it up, missed the shot. Blunt with the rebound and softly puts it back up and in. He's got good touch. Alex Blunt with the bucket. The Dogs lead by 21. Now that's their largest lead at 33-12. Williamson to Chansey, covered up by Keyshawn Morgan. Out top, Folsom, left wing. Bethea missing a 3-ball. He gave his team a 3-0 lead early, but he missed that 3, and the Dogs get the rebound. Morgan driving to the hoop, puts it up. Won't go, though. Too much glass, too much iron. The rebound knocked out of bounds. The Bulldogs are pointing that the ball is going their way, but the official disagrees. Here comes Conaway, the point guard, guarded by Lewis. Fires it to Bethea to Chansey. Had to make a tough catch. Now he drives to the hoop and scores. He's got 4 points. Dogs leading 33-14. 19 seconds to go in a quick opening half. Tyrese Lewis passing to Blunt. Pass into the lane, caught by Clark. He spins, he fires, he scores. Andre with 4 points all in the quarter. 6 seconds to go in the half. Long feed over the head of Williamson. Tried to save it and did not with 2.5 seconds remaining on the overhead scoreboard here at the Fantastic Gymnasium. Now the Bulldogs have that much time to get off a shot, and they have to go length of the court with Tyrese Lewis inbounding. Dogs leading by 21 for the second time at 35-14. Blunt passing to Morgan, and he tried to save it on the sideline, and he did not. Now 0.4 seconds remaining and not much time left for Pierce County at the timeline. It's basically, in I guess the NBA, you'd have to throw this one to the hoop. You can't catch and shoot with 0.4. They do that, and the ball's intercepted by Tyree Brown. That's it for a real good opening half, especially the second quarter for the Toombs County Bulldogs. They scored 24 in the second period and yield 7. They scored 11 in the first quarter and gave up 7. They lead 35-14 at the break. Fires it right side. Here comes Andre Clark across the timeline. Dribbling the basketball, passing to Mobley. Now into the corner to Keyshawn Morgan. Keyshawn will bring it high and still dribble the basketball between the circles. Now drop it off to DR. Fires up a 3. It's good. I didn't actually see it. I was screened by the official, but DR stroked it nicely. His first 3 of the game. And he now has 9 points in the ball game. Pass right side, caught by Folsom, goes to the hoop, and he scores. 2 points for Pierce County. So now he has 2 of the ball game, and the Bulldogs lead 40-18. Jalen Mobley passing to Usher between the rings. Now here's DR for 3. This time I see it from the corner. It's good. A 3-ball swish for Meadows. So he hits back-to-back threes. Just like Jalen Mobley hit back-to-back threes in the second quarter, forcing Pierce County into a timeout, and the Dogs have a 25-point lead at 43-18 with 4:39 to play third quarter as we break on Y101. 43-20, Toombs County. If you're the Dogs, you want to keep scoring and scoring and scoring and defending like they are in this game. Keep that big double-digit lead. Mobley right side, open as Meadows for 3, swish again. He's got 15 for the Toombs County Bulldogs. He's hit 3 3-balls here in the third quarter as the Dogs lead by 26, 46-20. Scheider lobbing inside to Williamson, and really he's the only threat right now, and he scores again for Pierce County. Just getting that good inside position, and the Dogs don't have a rim protector unless they bring in Blunt. He might be coming in shortly. He's the 6'5 kid who played in the opening half. Mobley puts it on the floor, penetrates, leans, had the ball knocked away. It goes off him and out of bounds. 5 under his average. His high game this season, 27, with Callie Joe watching. She's not here tonight. But by the way, if Megan Meadows is listening, she called her sister and sent her a shout out today on her show. Here's a long shot that won't fall for Conaway. Dogs collect the rebound. Here comes DR Meadows. Penetrating, leans, fires, had it blocked. Rebound picked up by Usher. He fires it up and in. Jordan Usher with his first points of the second half, and he has 9. The Bulldogs lead by 21. Folsom on the right wing, out top. Here's Bethea for 3, swish. His second 3-ball, and he's got 8 points. After losing ball games to Montgomery County at home, Bacon County at home, and Montgomery County on the road, and Jeff Davis at home, the Bulldogs are trying to win their first game of 2015 and 16, and heading into the fourth quarter, they lead Pierce County in a sub-region matchup in Region 1 AAA 50-30. Dogs with the basketball, and Tyrese Lewis will bring it across the stripe. A freshman getting a lot of playing time in this game. Lost his man, fires up a three in the air, it's good. Showed a little, what would you call it? Curry there. Is he able to create space with his dribbling ability and hit a Bulldog three ball. Ball knocked out of bounds, and it goes back to the Bulldogs, who lead 53-30. Tyrese averaging 5 points per game, scoring his first three of this game. Coach Smith will send some of his starters back into the game. He's giving them a little break between periods, but now the Bulldogs lead by 23. Tyrese Lewis trying to do the same thing again, but this time inside the three-ball lane. He does it, he scores. He created that space with his dribbling ability, and he has hit a 3 and a 2. And the Bulldogs lead 55-30. Hodges with the ball off to Folsom. Now to Kitty Hill. He's a bench player. He's driving, splits a double team, missed the shot, rebound knocked out of bounds by Jaquel Boyd at Toombs County. And here comes some starters back into the ball game for Pierce. No tall guys except for Blunt, who played some of the opening half, but he hasn't played in the second half. Bethea fires up a shot, moving to his left, falling away. A terrible shot. It barely hit iron. Dogs get the rebound. Now Keyshawn Morgan outside the three-ball line. Keyshawn penetrating, dishing to Lewis. No look pass to Usher for three. Swish, he got it. Usher with his first three ball, and he's got 14. The Dogs are shooting incredibly well tonight. That's something that's haunted them this season. They now lead by 28. And they got to score because they're not a big physical team. They got to be a finesse team, a running team and a shooting team. Leaner by Scheider drops in from 10. His 4-point of the ball game, first of the second half. Bulldogs leading by 26. 6 minutes to go in the ball game. The Dogs are in a good rhythm. They've been in a good offensive rhythm for most of the ball game. Usher between the circles, passing right side to Tyrese Lewis. Throws a no-look pass to Keyshawn Morgan. This time he'll finish underneath, and he'll draw a foul. What a pass by Tyrese. This freshman has a lot of skill. I watched him how many times last year score points. He was really a scorer last year, he and Karis Harden. Karis has not played in this game, but he does dress out with the varsity. But tonight, he's showing his scoring ability and his passing ability, and Morgan, for the first time, has scored a bucket. He's got 8 points and seeking the three-point play, and he hits it. But in all those games, they had a chance to win. They just didn't hit shots. Tonight, they're hitting shots. Scheider hits 1 of 2 at the stripe for Pierce County. He's got 5 points, Dogs by 28. Here comes Tyrese Lewis into the front court. The freshman will handle the basketball. Pass it to Keyshawn Morgan, who's logged a lot of minutes. Keyshawn driving, dishing to Blunt, puts it up in the lane, missed it badly. Morgan follows it up and in. And now Keyshawn is into double digits with 11. Meadows leads away with 15. There's a steal by Usher, who, by the way, wears number 11. Usher to Keyshawn Morgan. Back to Usher, right wing. Jordan puts it on the floor, but he's not going anywhere, and he'll back it out. Standing on the flying tee, and we got a whistle way down on the baseline away from the ball involving Andre Clark and J.J. Bethea. The Islands game starting at 7:30 or so. We started about 33 minutes late today. Three ball from the right corner is no good at the buzzer, and the Dogs win 69-41. As both teams are shaking hands at the Toombs County Gymnasium. Leading scorer for the Bulldogs ended up being D.R. Meadows. He came into the game averaging 20. He scored 2 points in the opening quarter. Nice cut to the bucket on a feed from Keyshawn Morgan. 2 more buckets in the second quarter, and then he hit 3 balls in the third quarter. 2 were like bang, bang. So he finished with 15. Jordan Usher scored 5 points in the opening quarter. He scored a bucket in the second quarter, 2 buckets in the third, and hit a 3 ball in the fourth, and he piles up 14 points. He was averaging 11 and a half. This is his third ball game. Keyshawn Morgan averaging 5.3. He was hitting a lot of free throws, but not finishing on his drives to the hoop. So he was scoring 1 point at a time. He made 4 free throws in a row in the second quarter and 4 of 5 in that period. He made 2 of 4 in the third quarter, and then he started finishing, and he wound up with 13 points.